17th of July, which means this is the 1 year anniversary of me quitting alcohol.
Oh.
And she's getting
she's
drunk right
back
now.
in the game.
We finna get No, just kidding. But no, I am gonna start drinking again, but not really from a space of like. I think for the past month or so, it's been like, ooh, okay, what am I gonna drink? When am I gonna drink? Is it gonna be an event? Am I gonna da-da-da? But now I'm kind of more so like, I just want the option back. Like, I don't really care that much.
100%.
And I don't want to, as somebody who stopped drinking for the sole purpose of feeling like I had a little bit of an issue, I kind of just feel like, I feel like you're kind of dipping back into those waters by being like, okay, what day, what time, and what type of alcohol. Like,
She could be like, it's 12:01.
just like rise out of the bed at midnight.
That's crazy.
But no, but it's like,
That's what I do
and the
now.
closer it gets, because obviously you guys know how this works. You know that today is the 17th, but not in this time. So bear with us.
Mm-hmm.
But the closer it gets, the more it's just like more annoying than anything else.
Yeah.
You don't want the pressure.
It's dumb.
It's the pressure of it all.
And I don't like wanting something and just having to be like, you can't. Like, like it's getting to the point where it just feels kind of dumb. I made this really good pasta last night. I made a, guys, I'm going to tell you about it.
Yeah.
I made a, what did I call it? A saucy, a cheesy, saucy, stuffed sausage bake.
Ooh.
Italian sausage, right?
Oh.
So I did.
Why didn't you tell me about this?
I'm gonna send you a recipe. So the recipe that I found for it, she was actually using it to make like sausage and peppers like sandwiches, which probably bangs.
Absolutely.
But when I was looking at it, I was like, this would bang on top of some linguine too. Like that'll just be good. So I made that last night. It was fucking delicious. And like 2 bites in, I was like, if I could just have a glass of Merlot right now, just like a glass of red with this would be great. So
It's coming.
It is coming.
It's coming.
Mm-hmm. I definitely want to try. There are some things that I want to try now.
Like what?
Tequila Rosado, the Don Julio Rosado, the Rosé Don Julio.
Oh, I
When
have
you
heard
said
of
risotto,
that.
I'm thinking, what's the risotto pasta?
Oh,
That's where my mind
I love
initially
risotto.
went.
Ooh, I
I'm
love
like, what is that? I've
risotto.
never heard of anyone cooking with tequila.
No, so I want to try that.
wanna try
that
that
might
too.
be the Beyonce drink, the pre-Beyonce drink.
Because we are getting
Because
closer
it
to
seems a little-
17th.
It's literally next week.
It's literally next week.
I'm
This
gonna say
week.
something to y'all.
That's
when
intense.
we're done with this.
Off camera. I mean, off. Okay, off the record. So yeah,
Smack him by the end of this.
I don't
Come
know.
on.
The thinking
great.
about alcohol, also I think about that video from Imperial of you pouring.
That's my
From that
favorite.
jug. Wild.
That is the emulation of emulation is the word I want to use.
Yeah.
Emulation of
so.
our time
At Imperial.
on Imperial.
Yeah.
Like
Insanity.
that, it just makes me happy. Like I think that was like a Sunday afternoon. I came home from work.
Yes.
It's
You just
craziness.
doing that.
I
It's
do.
so funny. I revisit that video all the time.
Tell me more about the video.
We'll
So-
insert it.
No,
your hands
don't
up.
insert
You
it.
just keep saying stuff. We'll insert it. Like you're gonna physically.
Just
do
in
these
case
things.
we don't though.
Yeah, she's not.
Literally, it was like a boomerang, and I had my face was over a cup,
Well, tongue out.
and my tongue was out, and Aja was pouring from this
No,
big
you
ass.
was.
Carlos.
Oh, you were pouring
Good
from
old
that
Carlos.
big ass
Carlo
jug
Rossi.
of Carlo Rossi wine, and I was just like looking it up.
Oh, I would have loved that.
So
But-
much is good time.
That's another thing about we're all post 30 now, right?
Yeah, definitely.
I have always been very anti like aging conversation. Like,
Yeah.
oh, it's different. And like it's not like I didn't believe people, but I used to always feel like that's a choice. Like you don't have to succumb to that. And to an
I don't.
extent, I think there is. But I have also been experiencing a lot of things that feel out of my
It's
control.
different.
Like I am tired in a brand new way.
Let's
I
talk
am
about
like
it.
my
What's out of your
my
control?
fatigue.
Yeah, your fatigue.
And I mean my regular fatigue because
Yeah.
I've been off the pill since August of last year, and my body, I feel like my body is just now. I was afraid to get off the pill for a long time because I didn't know what my body was without it. And when I got off of it, the first like couple months in, I was like, oh, I'm good. I don't feel no different. I feel great. My period is regular. Like I didn't have any side effects. But now I'm starting to feel like I'm starting to feel the things that the pill kept at bay. It was a lot of period symptoms and PMS symptoms that I just didn't experience because I just didn't have those things.
Yeah.
And now I just feel like everything feels crazy. Like the fatigue is insane. The fatigue is insane. But even my regular fatigue now is like, it's unbearable. It's like I have to go to sleep.
Yeah, I need to go to sleep.
I feel like there have been
cranky
so many
when I don't have a nap.
Oh my God, I'm not
like,
a nice
I'm
person.
a 2-year-old. If I
Yeah,
don't have
I'm
a nap.
not a nice person. I'm not kind. I don't want to talk.
You a
I
2-year-old
also
now.
feel like when I was younger, especially like Imperial days, I was much more like, even if I was tired, I would go to work.
Yeah, we did
Go to work, commutes. We were
Yeah.
commuting from the suburbs downtown every day.
Y'all love
rain,
that.
sleet, snow.
Yeah.
And we would come home and just decide like, let's go to Mariano's and like cook a big ass dinner
Yeah, it's
and like
nuts.
get drunk and host people. Like,
Yeah.
I don't feel like I have that in me anymore.
Heck no.
Like
I
going to
think
work
y'all
and then
do.
commuting.
No.
I think y'all just.
My commute is much shorter now too. So
Yeah.
I be getting home and I be like, I be wiped out. That'd be
yeah.
me.
Wasn't it for everybody else? Let's hear
Yeah,
it.
tell me
No,
how
I definitely. First of all, my job does not have a parking lot, so I have to get there early to get a street to park next to my
That's
building,
insane.
Awful.
which is very irritating.
Terrible.
So everybody, oh, that sucks.
Because I have to get there.
I don't
essentially
play
like
with
an hour
parking.
earlier.
I don't like it either.
Oh.
Yeah, and I mean, a lot of time I be using the time productively or like talking shit with my coworker. But like, it's just an inconvenience to know that like there is a job out there with a parking lot where I can sleep in a little bit later.
No, for
There
sure.
is a job out there with a parking lot.
And I don't care what nobody say. The days are shorter as an adult. When I was getting home when I was younger,
Baby.
I still have time to do all of the things. I be getting home now. Don't let it be daylight savings time. The sun going down.
Oh, that's the worst time of
The sun
year.
go down, I'm down.
Worst time of year.
I'm tired. I be like, you know what? I'm just not even. I don't even have the capacity to watch a show. Like
And I
when
thought I
Tyrone
did.
and Matt be like, oh, we watch this and this. I be
That's
like,
what changed for me. The capacity to do stuff like that. I can't
Yeah.
sit and just watch binge shows no more. I don't know what's
no,
going
I
on.
can't. I cannot.
I cannot
because
do
I'm
it.
Tired.
Tired.
And it just I feel like this was the first year I realized like seasonal, not like depression. I don't think I've experienced seasonal depression, but the fact that the sun was not out for
Yeah.
It was really affecting you though.
I was like,
Yeah.
It's bad.
Wow.
It's bad.
I was
It's
like,
hard.
I'm tired. Like I'm ready to go to bed at 5 o'clock. Like it
That's
was.
why I
it
gotta
was-
live it up right now.
We
Yeah.
got so much more on us.
Yes. Definitely.
Yeah.
gotta
That's
live it
I
up.
think that's what it
true.
is because
Uh-huh.
I do think that the days feel a lot shorter, but I also remember daylight savings time and like it getting dark earlier when I was a kid, and I have memories of just still being like
Yeah.
We
just
up.
wide-eyed and bushy-tailed. I used to
Yeah.
go to piano lessons in my neighborhood, and my brother would have to come and walk me back home and stuff, and it would be dark outside, and we
Right.
would just be like, and go home and watch Moesha.
Yeah,
Like we would
exactly.
go home and
You
watch
had something good to
turn
look
on you
forward
because it used to be Mondays. So
Yeah.
I would go to piano lessons and then we would go home and turn on UPN and
Yeah.
watch a movie. And it was just like, and that was our night. And we would stay up still until 9, 10, 11
Yeah.
sometimes.
No, I couldn't
But I
do
can
that.
imagine when the sun is down.
Yeah,
I
it's
don't
bad.
even go after work.
Yeah.
I don't even go into a store. If I can't get it on
Baby.
Target pickup, I'm not grabbing it. Like,
have to go
And
get it.
one thing about making stops after work, I try to do any and everything that I need to do in my entire life on break.
yeah.
Like
Oh,
I'm trying to
yes.
make every possible stop.
That
I'm
makes
grocery shopping. I'm getting my lashes done. I am making
Yes,
every stop
yes.
possible.
Wait, how long is your damn break?
An hour. An
Oh,
hour.
an hour, babe.
1 hour and I am changing lives in that hour. And then even if I do decide to myself, like, okay, after work today, I'm going to have to stop at Walmart. If I end up leaving that building even 10 minutes later than I was supposed to,
Yeah, I'm not going.
it's over with because now I'm behind. Now
Yeah.
I'm like, no, you're supposed to be on the expressway
Yeah.
by 4:30.
Yeah.
Now you're not getting on the
live like
expressway.
that.
till
Don't agree, that's
4:45.
not true. Yeah,
Like,
I can't live like that either.
I can't.
I'm still in the streets. I gotta make sure I'm still in the streets.
No, I need.
No, and that's I feel
Every
like that's
time.
another reason. Like people, I don't obviously people don't know. I live at home with my mom. That's another reason I'm so hesitant to like move out.
Don't
Why
do
would
it.
I go like
Don't
work
do
to be
it.
like
I wanna
in
do
a
it.
space by myself?
Don't do it.
For 3 hours every day. Like,
Right.
at least I get to go home to my homegirl.
Right.
My homegirl, that's so cute.
I love
that's
that.
cute.
No,
That's so
no,
sweet.
for real. I tell
Kinda
people
cute.
this all the time. I literally tell people this all the time. Like, if you have a good relationship with your fucking parents,
Don't go
and
nowhere.
you like, and it's comfortable. It's not like, oh,
You
my
feel
mama
uncomfortable,
live in a one bedroom and I gotta sleep on the couch. It's not like that.
Yeah.
If it's enough space for you and y'all have a good relationship, keep it, babes.
Yeah.
Keep it until marriage if you can. Like,
That's
that's
the-
exactly
That's what I just said.
told-
Let a
she
nigga like,
told
so you
us
put a
that.
ring on that finger,
Let a nigga move
man?
you
I
out.
was like,
Going
just stay
anywhere.
where you
I
are.
don't know, y'all. I don't know.
Like,
Why do you want to be alone? Why?
Maybe-
It's not. Do you want to host more? Like, what's your
Yeah.
reasoning? Okay, you want
I
to
like to
Yeah.
entertain
You wanna
more.
be a hoe.
No, I don't want to be a hoe.
hoe more.
and don't get me wrong, I love having my own place, but like there are some times where it's like the money,
Yeah.
and I'm getting out of this because I'm in my rich bitch era.
For sure.
I'm in my bougie bitch era. I'm in my I got it era. So I'm saying this as past Brianna, but there were moments where I'm like, this don't feel worth it. Like I'm spending upwards of da amount of money.
No, I want to hear the da-da-da-da. Let's see 'em right.
It's in the
Make me
1600s.
stay- look, make me stay
It's in
home.
the 1600s.
Make me stay home.
And you know where I live.
Yeah,
and
I
you
do.
And like I have a great apartment. It's cool. It's great. But is it worth 1600? You know what I'm saying? Like that's crazy.
Yeah.
But there have been times, especially like. You know, and I battle with mental health stuff, like being alone, alone, and I didn't have a cat at the time. It was like, what am I paying for? I'm paying
Yeah.
I'm paying to contemplate jumping out this window and not having nobody here to
Do you
stop
really
me.
find
Like,
solace in
whoa,
that?
shit,
Yeah,
what
no.
the fuck is this?
I really find solace in knowing that my mama is down the hall.
I love that.
Yeah, like
I
to,
love
and
that.
I really realized like me and my mom have always had like a great relationship, but I realized that we got along during the pandemic because I was like, I fuck with you, like I ain't ready to get out the house. Like we was in there, we was watching Walking Dead, we was doing everything. Like I was like,
love
we're
that.
good. Like it's so many people who that time. They learned a lot about themselves and their dynamic with their
Yeah. They had
family,
to
and
get
it
out.
ate them
Yeah,
up.
They had to get out.
Yeah, but I was like, same time next year.
That's such a
Not that time next year.
such a blessing.
No, I would definitely move back home if
Baby.
my situation was different.
Yeah.
I would be home.
If my mama wasn't married,
I like being by myself though.
no, true.
I'm a
I
loner.
mean, you
never
have
got
the
a
ability to go to
real
my
chance
room and
to.
be
Like,
alone.
you
And
never had a long
but even
time
like
at it.
as a kid, like my natural personality is I genuinely enjoy being by myself.
Yeah.
You know, like I don't get those lonely like feelings of like, oh, like I just need somebody
Something.
here, or I need to
Yeah,
talk
yeah.
to somebody, or I need to
Yeah.
have some type of interaction. Like I almost think it's like the reverse. That time period when I was still in school and I was by myself and I was in that space by myself, I almost think that can be like harmful to me in a bit because I just seclude even more.
Yeah.
Because I'm
it's easy.
because I'm
Yeah.
so comfortable being by myself
Yeah.
that I be like, I'm like during that time, like I stopped going out as much. I stopped like kicking it as much because I'm like, no, I was thirsty to get back to
Get
my
back to
space
my
space.
Right.
and be by myself. So it's like
I'm a good balance.
I do a little
I'm
bit
a good
of
balance.
escapism sometimes.
Yeah.
Like,
That's great.
I mean, obviously, I will never be alone again. I have a child, but if I did it, I do envision myself sometimes in a condo on my let-out couch, and
Yes.
it's raining and my patio door is open,
Wide
and I'm just
open.
having ramen. Like when I need to escape
That's
real
what I'm
life,
saying. I
I
wanna
take
do
my
that
mind
kind of
there.
stuff.
I do
In
wish
my
I had a little.
space.
I wish
Yeah.
I did had a little bit of that for a short amount of time, but I mean,
is-
I did it. It is what
good.
it
It
is.
is
But
like you said, it's a wrap now because now
Honestly,
my
the
child-
only
over.
thing that felt like a down to me was the money. Like,
Yeah,
I
for the
think it's
most
just
part,
that.
because
Yeah.
I enjoyed having space to myself and also getting to choose when people were there.
Yes.
And when people left, because y'all know I'm not shy about kicking people out. When it's time to go, I'll be like, or if I really fuck with y'all have been there plenty of times, I'd be like, well, I'm gonna go to my room since y'all having a good time. I'm about to go lay down. Like, I don't give a fuck. Like, I enjoy, and I grew up in a really, really lively house. So, like, when I'm secluded for a long time, I can settle into it. But then when I'm around people again, that feels very natural to me too. Because
Yes.
I grew up in a house where like my mama and my grandmother, they had mad parties. My mama has so many cousins. So it was always just like a lot of people around. My uncles have so many friends. I lived with my uncles and my mom and my grandma for so long when I was a kid. And so that feels comforting to me. Even when I be like, well, y'all having a blast, but I got an attitude, so I'm finna go lay down.
Y'all having
I like that I can still hear chatter from the next
Right,
room.
right.
Like I like stuff like that. But
Yeah.
if my mama wasn't married, I would definitely move in.
Well, for me, I know that like I like the balance I'm in right now because I do like to socialize all the time. So when I do want to go out to see y'all, have fun at your house, blah blah, I like coming home and like I can be in my own space. But they've been going out of town this past year. I don't tell nobody to come over now.
Yo, and that's
Like,
so, and
I'm
that's
like,
no.
and my mom said she was like, "You didn't have no company? I'm like, no. I've been in this
Just
house
really
2 days
being in your
by
space.
myself.
Yeah.
And I've been loving that.
It's good. It feels good. It
Yeah.
does. And maybe that's, I'm gonna say, and maybe that's coming with age too.
Yeah, it is.
You know, I'm old, but I want to do more. Like the more I feel myself getting tired all the time and feeling like, I don't know, like the weeks just kind of run into each other. I want to kind of push back on that. I think I talked about this on the podcast before. It was a lady on TikTok. She was from Spain, and she moved to the U.S. from Spain. And she was talking about all of the differences in the culture and stuff. And she was saying, like, in Spain, like, the excuses that we have in the U.S. for, like, not socializing and not going out, like, they just don't take that as an excuse. Really? It's just like they go to work, and they get off of work and they all meet up at the bar, like no matter what day of the week, or somebody just had a baby, they bring their babies, like they, you know, like they still
let you bring babies in the bars.
Yeah, well, I don't know if she said in the bars, but like they would go and like get a can of wine or like a can of beer or whatever, and go to the park and like bring their kid. Like they still did things like communally, instead of it, because we do, like she said that she was like, in the U.S. y'all isolate yourselves so much. Like you would be like, oh, I just got a new job, or I just bought a house, and that means like I gotta just focus on this thing. And I was like, yeah, I don't want to be like that, and I've been trying to be more like open, especially on weeknights, because that's where, like, usually I'd be like, y'all know better than to ask me to do something on a Wednesday. Are you crazy? But
I'll probably still ask you.
I be trying, but I want y'all to, because I don't want to live a life where, and I'm gonna retire early, so that's on period. But I don't want to look back and be like, my life really existed only on the weekends. You know what I'm saying?
I hate that.
Like I go to work, I get up every morning and I go to work, and then I get off work and I come home and then I wind down or whatever to get ready for the next day. No. I'm like, I don't like that. So it's like, if there's a concert or something on a Wednesday night, just go. If somebody says let's go to dinner on Thursday, just go. Like,
thank you.
Yeah.
I
want all of y'all to do that.
It's also perspective about what is living life to you. Because to me, similar to like how you said, like how you always wanted to, you know, kind of like be a stay-at-home mom and take care of the kids and take care of the house. Like that was, to me, house, like being in the house or like taking care of my home was also just as much a part of living life, or like me 100%. Feeling happy and fulfilled as like going out and doing stuff. So like for me, having a productive week of getting to come home, cook dinner, take care of the house, spend time with my child, you know, be with my man, like doing all these things is like and then going out on the weekend, to me that feels well-rounded.
Let's be very clear.
I don't live that life, so I can't really.
I'm not that kind of bitch.
Let's be very clear. It's work. It's not all cute. It's not cute.
It's only work.
It's still a job, but it's a good time.
It's the most important job in the fucking world.
Yeah, I do way more work at home than I do at work.
100%.
Way more work, which is why sometimes it'd be so stressful, like because I'd be so thirsty to get off of work, and it'd be like, yes, can't wait to get off. And then it's like I get home, and I talk about it all the time, how I realize I don't sit down. When I walk in my door, literally, when I'm unlocking the door, I walk in the door, I sit my things down in the kitchen, because my door's in the kitchen. I'm in that kitchen cooking dinner, making lunches for the next day, for the next like hour and a half or so. By the time I leave there, now I'm walking to the back. I'm getting clothes out for my daughter for the next day. When that part is over, now I'm like, okay, Cassidy, come on, time to do homework. Like, I do not sit and then actually like rest until bedtime. Until it's time for bed. And I'll sit there and think like, girl, you have not stopped since you walked in the door. And that's why like my daughter, with the way the air has been and stuff, like her bronchitis, her allergies, all that stuff was acting up really, really bad. So she was having a terrible time, like going to sleep the past 3 nights. So I was letting her sleep in the bed with me because she couldn't sleep. She was just coughing nonstop. But I realized that bedtime is my only time to myself. So that having her in the bed with me during the days, I did not want to be bothered with her. I was so irritated, almost like by her presence. I'd be like, Cassidy, stop talking to me. Because I'm like, you've been up under me now 24/7. Yeah, like I haven't gotten a moment to just sit like to myself. And I was like, I realized like, oh no, bedtime is everything. Like you need that.
Like I literally, I do not put anything
Kudos
above
to
being
y'all.
a mother.
Look, kudos to
and
y'all.
I just like literally every time I hear y'all talk, like, cause I don't think I'm gonna have kids, but
Me either.
I always, if I do, I am 100% having a nanny.
It's the wildest shit.
I have to because I don't want to be one like I've never liked hearing women talk about like after having a kid and it just being like all of your self stuff just being like when's the last time I took a shower? But like all of this stuff are just like I haven't slept before. Yeah, please, newest mom. I'm about to say, but I used to just always be like, I didn't like. I'm not saying I'm mad at that as far as like. I want people to express their experiences, but I didn't like how we made that a normal thing.
I didn't either.
Because it's like we say the term "it takes a village" all the time. It's like why is the village not making it so that you can take a decent shower, girl?
And that kind of talk scares people too because
exactly. And then I look at them like, well, I'm not gonna do that.
Everything I've experienced from the second I got pregnant to now, I should be like. All that shit I was terrified of, and all the women in your family say, I'm like, it has yet to happen. Yeah. Lay that baby on the floor crying or not, and take a 2-minute shower. Like, it's never that serious. Unless your child has other things going on, that's one thing. But, like, all the shit, from contractions, getting the epidural, I'm just waiting for the scary shit to drop, and nothing. I had a beautiful experience, like, from top to bottom. Like,
but also, everybody's experience is different.
And and that's why we need to cut back on that kind of talk. Because it's like,
so normal.
Like it's not what it is. Just let people experience their experience.
Yeah, that's why like a person like me being like, well, I definitely took.
No, I'm taking
a
shower.
person like me just being like, I don't want to do like that sounds awful. Like that. Terrible.
And I'd be like, this is awful.
But I'm glad though that it hasn't jaded me so much that because I don't think that I'll have kids, but it hasn't jaded me so much that I'm like, that's the reason I'm not having kids. Yeah, you know. Like, but I do feel like and the older I get and the more time passes, the more I'm like, I'm not shy about paying for anything. For sure. Like if I have to pay for somebody's time where this is your job, because I'm so anti-delegating right now. Like, no, not anti-delegating. I'm anti-explaining. And a lot of the time, I don't ask nobody to do nothing because if I got to tell you how to do it, I can get it done faster. And like then me having to explain to you how to do it. But if I get somebody, and this is your job, this is your profession, you're gonna come into the space, you're gonna do the things, then that's just it. I'm not doing that. Yeah. Period.
That's
anyway.
If I could pay, I would definitely pay for like a full-time nanny or babysitter, but not like because I wouldn't need not like an everyday like living like type of situation, but somebody that like an on call like my person that I know that I can in case of emergencies just always be like, oh, I'm going out tonight, so call the babysitter, or oh, I'm doing this, just call, and that's just the thing.
7 months later, I'm just now waking up, and I know that sounds funny, but if I could afford if what I know now, if I could have afford a night fucking nanny. I thought I was going to die every day and not being dramatic. Like, I'm not getting sleep. This baby's crying. I literally would wake up to feed my child and be like, I'm going to die if I do not get proper sleep. Yeah. And that is the worst type of feeling. I'm literally just now waking up and feeling like, okay, I could do a day. I could go out and be and like come back home and not feel like, oh, I gotta go to bed now because he's like, no. If you could do the things, do it.
And that's like when I say nanny, that's like the main thing I'm talking about.
No, the night stuff is
main thing.
Crazy.
Like I'm just don't.
I mean, depending on your child. But
that's why childcare. That's why you should make. That's why childcare and all that stuff. Or being a stay-at-home mom, should be like it doesn't make sense why for so long that wasn't considered work. Yeah, and when it's like when there are actual jobs that we can't afford to pay people to do. Yeah, which is doing what the mom is doing, like while she's staying at home. Like we can't even afford the woman that does this as a career. Yeah, but you're not acting like I'm at work while I'm staying at home.
And all these men who spent them months in the house during the pandemic with their kids ran back to the fucking office. And they weren't even alone.
I just saw the percentage. It's not like how many men went back to work. It was like 60 or 80.
They want to cheat in peace. They're so sick of looking at their fucking wives and at their children. Yeah. And for real, because it's like that. No, those stats piss me off because I work in the field now where that's become like the hot topic. Like, what other companies or offices like ours are like how quickly they're going back to 100% back in the office and stuff.
Wait, so they're saying men that went back to work, but they didn't have to, like in person. You're saying like they could have chosen to stay remote.
Yes,
but
they
chose
were saying
to
like
go.
I think it's 68%, and it was only like the extra 30 were women, like being like, yeah, let's hurry up, let's get to the office, because women be having to do most of the fucking stuff. So it's like it's more convenient for a woman to be in her house where she's literally having to do the things anyway. Before a man, and not all men, but for the average man who doesn't contribute that much to their household, they don't feel like, what the fuck am I doing at home? Like, I do all the things at the office.
Right. Or I've been working harder at home because I've been at home, so my wife has been
asking
making me do shit. And it's like, let me get back to work, because if I wash one more dish.
and how am I going to see my other bitch if I'm at the house all the time?
Oh, that's scary.
That's the other one, too.
I definitely also want to say that there are resources out there for moms who are dealing with things like postpartum and just feeling like you don't have the resources. Like, especially here in Chicago, there's an organization called Chicago Volunteer Doulas where you can get like a postpartum doula for a discounted rate, or like a birth doula for a discounted rate, to offer you that support and resource. So there are things out there. If you do feel like that you are just overwhelmed, please seek out the things in your community that are resources for your peace of mind.
Yeah. And also, if you're a person who is child free and you have people around you who are getting pregnant and having babies and stuff, consider gifting that to the people in your life. Nice. Because a lot of times, like, that just felt like an aha to me. Because a lot of times, as a person who's 100% child free, and like I honestly I'd be feeling like I don't even understand. I don't know anything about kids, like at all. Like when somebody talks to me about their baby or being pregnant, I'm like, I don't know what I can contribute to this space at all. But that would be good if it's just like, oh, like, would you like somebody who comes this many times a night for the first 3 months or whatever? If that's something that I can provide for you, that would be awesome.
Or
that's beautiful.
even also, like, sometimes just dropping by, like, food, or like saying like, hey, you need me to run an errand for you. Like,
Aja gave me a beautiful gift. She gave me all pre-made crock pot meals for our first few weeks of being parents. It was top tier. Okay, breakfast and dinner.
Speaking of tier, I will cry right now.
And then Brianna gave me a beautiful Mother's Day gift. Like, never would even thought of it.
What is
to
it?
give them. She gave me six Jenny's ice creams. Expensive as fuck. First of all, she's rich. Secondly, guess when I enjoyed it the most? During my nighttime downtime, I got to enjoy ice cream. That was my time. I mean, of course, John ate some.
Keep your hands off, buddy.
But it was just like, when that came to my door, I would have never thought to give a mom that. Like, flowers, sure, but like ice cream. And somebody gave me a DoorDash gift card too. I was like, that's smart. Like, those are the things.
We live in a world now where like those types of conveniences, like, we can offer those things to people. That's where I'm at right now. Like, because I've never been I've never been a thoughtful gift.
I think you are.
Thoughtful gift. Baby, I'm giving you money. I'm giving you gift cards.
My mom is retired. I was like, look, I will pay you to do my laundry. Like, that's how far removed I am from it. Like,
I'm not doing that.
Let me please pay you to do my laundry. She gets a little lax, and I have to, like.
See, here you go. No.
Threaten her. Like, don't you want to get paid?
Oh, don't you want to get paid?
What's crazy is she be holding it over my head too. She be like, say another word, I'm not washing your clothes.
Yeah, good.
So y'all just go back and forth with the thread.
Y'all
I hate all the convenient, like,
all of them.
I also hate, like, traveling here for this and here for this and here for, baby, give me a salon suite where I can go get this in this salon.
Thank you.
Walk around the corner for this in this salon.
That's true.
Yeah.
I'm not running all over the fucking state.
That's what I was just saying. I ain't going all the way down there to do that.
That's true. Getting my apartment cleaned by another person, that's the best thing the best decision I have ever made. Because I am not that bitch. My mama, let me tell you something. My mama is a little bit of a pick-me, right? She one of those women.
Not just cracking herself up.
Because it was such bird behavior, but it was like, it's not even no niggas in here. Like, what are you trying to prove? Because I was talking about, like, looking for, before I found the person who cleans my house now, I was talking about, like, looking for a place so I can get quotes and stuff. And my mama, she just starts being like, cleaning up just brings me so much peace. Like, I need my routine of like cleaning my house. Like
she needs that.
I could never trust another
But do you
person.
really feel such joy when you clean your fucking toilet?
Yeah, if you got like your music playing, you got like a little sippy sip.
You're really like enjoying that. After it's done, you like the finished product. But are you on your? I'm loving it.
And my mama is one.
I mean, who does that? But like, come on, no.
And my mama comes from Southern grandparents, so she literally be on her hands and knees with it. Like that's how she cleans.
Meanwhile, I'm up here like it's not so bad.
And
Thank you. It's not so
but here's the
bad.
thing. I know that's the thing.
Does it bring you joy?
I do.
I know.
My
That's
mom
the
genuinely
thing.
loves to clean the house, especially on but like when nobody is there type. Like when we were kids, she used to love to wake up at like 4 a.m., 5 a.m. while the whole house was still quiet, and she would find like genuine because it was peaceful.
But
for
not
her.
the cleaning.
But no,
it was
yes,
the time.
no, the cleaning was
the
peaceful.
cleaning, baby.
It
You're
was
mad.
like,
You're
no,
mad.
it's like therapeutic
we're
for
sorry.
her.
I know that exists. It's me being on my phone like, oh my God, I'm just trying, like these people didn't call me back. I'm just looking for a company to know her being like, I could never trust them. It brings me so much peace to clean my house. It's just like, girl, shut your ass up.
Now, see, I don't enjoy cleaning at all, but I extremely enjoy clean spaces.
Yeah,
so that's one of those things. Like I'm always cleaning. I'm always cleaning up my house. My house is always going to be clean.
Is what you
like
want.
I can't help it, but I don't enjoy it. I'm actually pissed.
It's a little bit of a
whole
stress
time.
reliever for me.
But I have to clean.
No, that's not. I'm done with that. I am so done with that. But anywho, I don't even know what this episode is about.
I mean, we just talking. We just catching up.
It's about the girls being back together.
And they'll be back next week. No, just like surprise. I would actually really like that, but we're
not to say how like low.
I have just a quick thing I want to say.
Let's do it.
Since today's the 17th, I've been married for 2 years tomorrow.
Happy Ann.
I love
happy
it.
anniversary to
I just went back. You actually don't have a lot of pictures posted of like your wedding dress and stuff because I had went back because I've been watching Say Yes to the Dress like crazy again lately, and I had to stop watching it before because watching Say Yes to the Dress gets me obsessed with the idea of like wedding dresses and stuff. So I'll be like, girl, you can't watch this, but I've been back watching it, so I've been back obsessed again. So I just be googling wedding dresses and stuff all day, and I was like, oh, let me go back and look at Dria P's dress because your dress was definitely the vibe.
It was
of like
the vibe,
I'm like
but not
I
my
want
favorite.
like goddess like whimsical garden like that's definitely like the type of vibe that I would want.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I was like, let me look at Dria P's dress, and then I went back and I was like, she didn't post a lot of pictures.
Yeah, I only have my second dress up. Which is nothing, but
I was like, wow.
it definitely I met the
to look at my
vibe
own
quota,
pictures.
but not my vibe. Like just looking back, I could have did. I had
Did you
other
go to
ideas.
multiple shops?
No, I was a
Just
one and
one?
done girl. I tried on
You should
2 dresses.
definitely-
You tried on 2 dresses.
I am a person that knows what I like.
So those are the only 2 dresses, the only 2 you tried on. And
No,
you were
not
like,
the other one. Was just a quick little.
Oh, so you
whatever
tried
order.
on to the one you said like the one you said I do in.
Yeah, the one dress, my first initial dress, I went to that store for that dress because I saw it online. I was like, that's my dress. But then I put it on. It was very winter wonderland. It was heavy. My wedding was in July, so we went with the one I got.
Oh, wow.
I do not play games when it comes to that kind of stuff.
I want to try.
Are you gonna do a vow renewal? Because you
Probably
can,
like 5.
you can
yeah,
you can
probably
recreate.
5, yeah, maybe.
Or 7.
Maybe.
5.
Or 7. 5, 7, or 10.
That's
We'll
perfect.
see.
Yeah.
Probably 5, 7,
Because
and
they say
10.
7
am
is
I right?
like
Right.
7 is like going into 7 years, like tumultuous. That's like the
Yeah,
saying.
that is what they say.
So I want to go in with good
7-year
vibes.
itch.
Yeah, so which we'll be together for 7 years this year.
I love that.
So that's
Damn, that's
Come on, so
crazy as
that's like-
hell.
yeah.
That
But
makes
2
sense,
years.
7 years.
All
But
the
2 years.
sevens.
Oh yeah, but 2 years married. So
Yes.
anyhow,
I love
I just wanted to
I
say
love
that.
Close your mouth.
Well, congratulations.
Those are such good numbers.
Talking about sin gifts.
Such a wholesome
Sing
timeline.
this.
I love it.
7's cool.
Thank y'all so much for being here for not one but 2 episodes of Away with the Rest of the podcast. You 2 are the lights of my life. I will always cherish those moments. on Imperial.
Jealous
I
of
always
me.
think about how it started. Like, I can't believe I was bullied into such a thing.
Bullied
Really?
into
Y'all were
living in a
like,
house?
you live in this house, you're going to be on it.
I
I'm
said
just
it
like,
Oh
yeah.
I
yeah.
don't remember.
Is that what I said?
Yeah.
I didn't mean to do that like that.
I was like, I was very adamant, like, I don't want to be, like, I'm not a talky girl. Like,
Yeah, but
But
you're
you
doing
had such a
great.
good
You
time.
did
It was
It was a
great.
good time.
And you
It
did
was
a good job.
It was a wild time.
It was a wild time. It was a fun time.
Fun
We hit a lot of
time.
milestones together.
It's really beautiful.
Gotta
to
stay in
see
focus.
The growth. Oh, the growth. It was really beautiful.
Okay, shout out
From
to
going
growth.
to a little laptop on the table
Baby,
to
no
this.
mics.
You guys don't get to see this. Maybe
Production.
somebody will put a video up of the behind the scenes.
Yeah.
Look, we just making him just input everything.
But so much more work to do.
But no,
That's what I
so,
manifesting, the damn
I love
team
y'all
behind
so
here.
much.
Yes,
I love you. I love you. I love you. I love you.
Congratulations.
Y'all are great.
Can
Tell
we
us.
all go and say one of our favorite episodes of this?
Quickly.
I'm about.
Wait.
You know what I'm about to say.
What?
Cause I had to. This is not true, but the first thing that always comes to my mind.
Black History Month?
Because
Everybody say Carter G. What's up?
How can I believe that
No,
happened?
you want to know what's crazy? All these years I thought Aja made that up.
No, that was from church.
And
We
went
sung that.
to college.
Never heard of it. That's why.
Oh,
That's why
I remember that.
Black History Month.
Other than here.
Hey,
Mm.
my church
Black
was next level. G.
Oh,
Talk
not.
about next level.
How would she do this?
Next level. G.
Ew! Put that hand down.
In my church.
My church was
right here, we're
next
neck and
level.
neck.
My God.
Regular church, Joel Osteen. My childhood church.
Why is Joel Osteen regular church?
That is not.
He had nothing to do with
definitely
this.
that's
Yeah, I
He
don't
had
remember
nothing
Beth
to do with this.
Also, honestly, Cat Tat being on, that was
Love
just,
that.
we were jet
It was
set.
late at night.
Yeah.
I had just landed. It was like a whole.
I
it
just knew that was going to be the
nighttime.
bing because I
Yeah.
just felt like we're hustling. Like,
Oh, yeah.
I had to wake up.
Yeah, it
in
was
the middle of
late.
the night to come here.
It was
Yeah.
late.
Go to work
We were
after.
before our time.
Yeah.
We were
I
ahead
felt
of our
like,
time,
we're in our bag. We're in our
guys.
hustle bag.
We were
That
hustling.
whole
definitely ahead of our-
series, insane.
Yeah.
The whole
Black Ink
series.
was
Yeah.
good.
We're going to get back to this new series. A new series is going to
I
come.
love Khalil coming.
Oh, yes. Khalil was
I
great.
love the first time Larry Legend was here.
Yeah.
He had me dying
That's
with
so
him and
cool.
his Brandon T. Jackson little beef that they had. The fact that they real life had like a beef going
With
on.
Brandon
was-
T. Jackson.
Yeah.
Recently.
What you talking about?
Yes.
The laugh track.
Yes, because Brandon
He
T.
was
Jackson,
using a laugh
he was
track.
posting
Yeah.
these videos of him like doing stand up, but it didn't
Yeah.
look real.
Yeah.
So Larry
It
was
was- it
just
made me
commenting on
sad.
it, and somehow his
Sorry.
comment they just blew up. He had like 3 million views or something.
it made
So
me
it got
sad.
back to Brandon T. Jackson. So he
no.
posted it on his page. Like, so this guy, he's a Larry Legend. Like, it was
did
just
not
so
Larry.
It's so
It was
funny.
a laugh
Oh,
track.
bully.
It was,
I
that
love
was
it.
definitely absolutely a laugh track.
It was definitely one
Yeah.
of these.
Yeah, no, it made me really uncomfortable.
Yeah,
to
it's so
watch.
So everybody
uncomfortable.
go laugh at Brandon T.
So uncomfortable. It's so strange.
Damn.
But I was just watching Lottery Ticket the other day.
That was a
Okay.
good movie.
Yeah.
Eat, nigga.
Don't get into
get outta
that.
here.
We
gotta
can't.
get out of
We
here.
gotta get out.
We gotta get out of here.
Okay, sorry.
Okay, thank you all so much.
Thanks, guys.
Please make sure that you do all the things that you've always done. I was like, what do we do? Please follow us everywhere that we can be followed. That's at Away with Words, the podcast on TikTok and on Instagram. And you can follow me there at Bree.stories and at Bree_stories on Twitter. And you can follow at Tati on Instagram and at Hey Tati on Twitter. And you can follow at AjaNoAsia everywhere.
No, you cannot.
You can't follow me.
I have Twitter right now, but don't follow me on Twitter. I don't be talking about shit. I actually recently just searched a word that I use a lot, and it was crazy.
Oh.
Yeah.
Was
Let
it
me
crazy?
yeah.
Let
and
me-
I sent it to Alice. I was like, everything was crazy. I was like, bitch, you're the crazy one. if you go to my page and search crazy, everything's crazy.
I gotta
Everything's crazy.
wait. I have a question. Can you do that on other people's?
Yeah, because I want to make sure I wasn't saying anything to get
Oh,
myself canceled,
no.
child.
I did that already.
Wait,
too.
what did you do? How did you search it?
Oh,
You
wait,
just go
just
to your
come on.
page and type in like the word, and it'll.
On you did a
Twitter.
on Twitter.
Twitter,
Oh,
yeah.
I typed in somebody. I gotta show y'all these tweets because
Yeah.
I did it for myself. I
They was
typed
talking
in-
about you?
No, I typed in somebody's name in mine.
Oh.
When you was
I
talking
used
about
to be
them a lot?
wild. Yeah.
I wanna see. I
And you
wanna
can follow at Dria P at Dria P. Dria_P. And of course, you know by now that you should be following at MJM Kid and at Moments_Stu because I mean I don't know what else to tell y'all guys. You have to.
Oh,
And while you're at it,
Grindr.
make sure that you're following at
Don't
Please
follow
Be-
me on Grindr.
Except don't follow.
Or do, right? And while you're at it, please do follow at Please Be Easy, because Please Be Easy, and we're sending all of our love to him right now as well. We'll talk to y'all next week, y'all. Everybody say bye.
Bye.